Welcome back to tonight's show of Catholic Cook-Off. Tonight we are very honored to have 3 aspiring guests competing for this title of Aaron's Assistant. Now let's welcome up our first contestant, Chef Lorraine Loyne.
For me, cooking isn't just a job, it is a competitive landscape. Being a head executive chef at one of the world's largest chains in America with over 40,000 locations requires immense detail and skill. The recipes I use have been masterfully crafted and handed down to the taste buds of generations to come. Around here, people don't just stop to take in these breathtaking golden arches. Here, we serve lunches, laughter, and of course, good looks.
Up next, we have contestant number 2, Brock Lee.
For me, food is just not a method of eating. For me, it's a transfer of life energy that I can create to transfer my positive aura to yours. And that's how you do it. And that's why I only use vegan products in my food. Because there's just something so wrong about using the life force of another living being to eat. Ugh. But, you know, overall, I really just, when I cook, I like to draw on my traumatic experience as a child. Because before I was born, unfortunately, my mother passed away. So ever since then, I've just been yearning to draw from her spirit energy. It's been really tough.
And finally, let's welcome contestant number 3, Ben Cloggin.
Howdy, I'm Ben Cloggin. I have no idea how I got here today. I was really excited. My friend dared me to fly, and I was like, darn tootin' if I don't, right? My wife's mother, though, tells me that I make the best lucky charm in the world.
For the first round, our chefs will be tasked with creating a world-class entree. Now, chef, let's take a look at round number 1's ingredients. For round number 1, you'll have spaghetti noodles, flour, eggs, fresh basil, and chefs, I'm sorry, but you'll notice you have a distinct lack of tomato sauce in your baskets, and that's because there was a little accident here on set just before you, but you'll share one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the mystery ingredient for this round is Lucky Charms.
Did he say Lucky Charms? Oh, let's go!
And your time starts now. And how are things going for you, Mr. Cloggin?
Well, I've been using Teflon tape on pipes for years, so I figured a pan can't be that much different.
Chef Lorraine Loyne, what about you? How's it going?
Please, let's keep it professional. We're in the kitchen, it's sirloin.
Sorry, Lorraine, sorry.
Sirloin!
And Brock Lee, how are things going for you?
You know, the first step in cooking any meal is setting the right aura surrounding your ingredients. You really want to listen to the food. It's not about what you want it to be, it's about what it wants to be cooked into.
Ding, 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 ding. And that's the end of round number 1. Let's get the judges up here to see what their chefs have come up with.
Chef Lee, you realize you waited until the last possible second to put anything on your plate?
You know, it wouldn't be so hard to manifest this dish if it wasn't for all this negative energy coming from Lorraine.
We widowy can't eat it if it's raw.
It's not raw, it's organic.
And moving on to Chef Lorraine's dish.
Wow, Chef Lorraine. This is hard to get down. I will not lie.
Check the taste buds, buddy.
And finally, Chef Cloggin.
Mr. Cloggins, this may have just been the most delightful meal I've ever had in my life. How did you do it?
Well, once I figured out how to boil the water, It was about as slick as burst pipe in the middle of winter, because I work on water heaters all day.
With that, let's now begin our final round. In round number 2, the chefs will be contested with coming up with a signature dessert. The ingredients for this round include brown sugar, a frozen pizza, a slice of bread, and of course, the mystery ingredient, a human head. Chefs, your time begins now.
Ding, 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 ding.
Chef Lee, how are things coming along here in the final round?
You know, the first thing I thought when I looked at this beauty is, what a beautiful creature. I mean, look at her hair. You can tell that she definitely kept up with her essential oil and rock therapy treatments.
And what's going through your head right now, Chef Cloggin?
To be honest, Mr. Host, this looks an awful lot like my Uncle Richie, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Sorry about that. And how about you, Chef Lorraine?
Not even worried. Looking at these ingredients, this is what built the magnificent golden arches.
Very concerning. And that concludes round number 2. Let's head to the judges for deliberation. Starting with Chef Lorraine Loyne.
Sir Lauren, it would appear that you didn't even make the dessert.
Okay, well, I would have finished it, but the forsaken ice cream machine was broken.
Chef Cloggins, with an excellent first round, what do you expect out of round 2?
Well, considering I deal with number 2 all day, I figured I'd be pretty good in round 2.
What do you got for us today?
Well, I named this dish after my Uncle Richie because I didn't really know him.
And now
I love your
Chef
use of the head.
Lee.
Chef Lee, what do you have for us today?
Today I wanted to make for you judges something very special to my heart and my soul. I made for you my famous organic cupcakes, and these are always a hit at my support group for climate change activists, so I really think you're going to enjoy them.
And now it's time for the judges to make their final deliberation. Judges, you have your answer. And it appears the winner is Ben Cloggin.